Good morning, everybody. Evening. Kevin here from Watches with Joe and Kevin in the middle of a sleepless night to watch Citizen Kane. I've been meaning to get to this movie for a couple of years now, and I figured today's a good day because people have said, why haven't you watched Citizen Kane yet? Completely reasonable, because I've said multiple times I need to watch this movie on the channel. The reason I haven't seen this movie is because I rented it when I was like 17 from a Blockbuster. When I was a kid, when Siskel and Ebert were kind of the first and last names in movie criticism, they came out with their list of the greatest movies of all time. And I can't remember if it was on both of them or just one of them, but Citizen Kane was at the top of their list. And I, as a 17-year-old kid who enjoyed watching movies, thought, hey, the best movie of all time, I've got to check this out. So I did. So at 17, I went and rented Citizen Kane and sat down by myself in the basement to watch it. And obviously, it was way over my head. The pacing was slow. It was black and white. I didn't get it, was really the issue. So I probably watched maybe 10 minutes of it. I don't remember it. I was not engaged in any way. I stopped and have just never gone back to it, largely because of that, because I did a false start on it, I guess. And I know that's not the movie, that was me, that I was too young and dumb to probably really appreciate anything that was happening. I don't remember anything other than the fact that it was black and white. I know more about this movie from like the cultural zeitgeist than I do from that whatever amount of time I sat down and tried to watch it once. Like, obviously, this is Orson Welles. It's about William Randolph Hearst, or Charles. Charles Foster Kane is the name that I know. Is like a thinly veiled, I'm not sure if it's like thinly veiled reference to William Randolph Hearst or not. But I feel like that might be the case. There's something about Rosebud. There's a sled, as I remember from a joke on news radio. Something with a snow globe, and I don't know any context to what those pieces mean, but I just know that they're there from, living on this planet in this very, very, very well-known movie existing, for the last 90 years, or 95, or 85 years. So, yeah, I'm glad that I'm finally getting around to checking this out. So thank you for those of you who've recommended it, and for those of you who are watching with me. Yeah, I'm way overdue for watching Citizen Kane, aren't I? Going to get started here, I do want to thank all of our Patreon subscribers for being here with us. Thank you so much, guys. Special shout out to our super patrons: NJ, MTC93, Actuarial Lurker, Anna, Ballers Foldes, Jeff, Yannick from Montreal, Sudagundo Varapu, Jamie Morgan, Christy Goverston, Taylor, Andy Schreiber, Trey Contreras, Humain, Wolfgang Wolf, Lindsay Swift, Squick, Sweet Baby Silvernell, Matt Tyler, David Adler, Chris O'Donnell, Seth Walker, Doc Hooley, Dory Ellen, Ian Poulin, and Rob Bob. Thank you so much, guys. Gratefully here watching this with me. Description below, link to the Patreon page for full-length watch-alongs. Ooh, RKO. I had to be very stealthy to sneak past sleeping pets so as not to wake everybody up. Completely quiet open. That really cool, dark opening shot. God, it almost feels like a horror movie. These are composed really well. I like that focus on the light. I mean, obviously it looks like it's all matte paintings, but to keep the one light kind of in focus, like composed center. Rosebud. Oh, what a cool shot!
News
well done.
on the march!
Whoa. Xanadu's landlord?
Today, almost as legendary as Florida's Xanadu, world's largest private pleasure ground.
Oh, wow.
20,000 tons of marble are the ingredients of Xanadu's mountain.
Gross. Kind of excess.
Enough for 10 museums, the loot of the world, 2 of each. The biggest private zoo since Noah.
God, where did they shoot this?
Xanadu is the costliest monument a man has built to himself.
Okay, so this wasn't a great guy, right up front.
Xanadu's landlord was laid to rest, Charles Foster Kane.
Okay, so it sounds like Kane is a stand-in For Hearst.
Kane's empire in its glory held dominion over 37 newspapers.
Ugh, the media empires are so much bigger now.
Famed in American legend is the origin of the Kane fortune. Was left a supposedly worthless deed to an abandoned mine shaft.
So, was it not worthless?
Walter P. Thatcher, for years chief target of Kane Paper's attacks on trusts.
It was her wish that I should take charge of this boy, this Charles Foster Kane. Charles Foster Kane, in every essence of his social beliefs, is, in fact, nothing more or less than a communist.
Yeah, I figured that's where we were going with that.
He is today what he has always been, a fascist.
He's a fascist and a communist? This feels so 2026. Is there a lot of stock footage here?
His country's entry into one war.
Yeah, okay. Looks like it.
Participation in another. No public issue on which Kane Papers took no stand.
Okay, yeah.
Twice married, twice divorced. First to a president's niece. 2 weeks after his first divorce, Kane married Susan Alexander.
2 weeks? They're really integrating stock footage and obviously footage from the film really well.
Kane built Chicago's Municipal Opera House. Conceived for Susan Alexander, Kane, in all his life, was never granted elective office by the voters of his country. Less than 1 week before election, defeat.
Political career being ruined by scandal. How quaint.
In the first year of the Great Depression, a Kane paper closes.
How did you find business conditions in Europe?
With great difficulty.
What do you think of the chances for war in Europe?
They're too intelligent to embark on a project which would mean the end of civilization as
Oh
we
my
now
God.
know it. There'll be no war.
Is he going to come back later and say I never said that? That's what we would do now.
The great yellow journalist himself lived to be history.
So he was a tabloid guy.
Death came to Charles Foster Kane. News! On the mark!
What a great way to introduce the movie. Just an old newsreel.
All we saw on that screen was that Charles Foster Kane is dead. You've got to tell us who he was. What were Kane's last words? All we saw on that screen was a big American.
One of the biggest.
But how is he any different from Ford, or Hearst for that matter, or John Doe?
Okay, so they mentioned Hearst.
He said just one word.
Rosebud.
Thompson.
Yes, Mr. Rosebud.
Hold this picture up a week. 2 weeks if you have
Don't you
to.
think right after his death, it might...
I didn't think anyone would have heard him. I thought that was just for our benefit.
Bernstein, his second wife. She's still living.
I'll get on it right away, Mr. Ralston.
Good. Rosebud. It'll probably turn out to be a very simple thing.
These are good transitions. They just pushed that camera through that sign. That's a tough shot for 1941.
This is Mr. Thompson, Miss Alexander.
I thought maybe we could have a talk together.
Well, think again.
Oh yeah, she's probably been inundated.
Get out!
Maybe some other time.
The years have not been kind to Mrs. Kane.
Why, until he died, she'd just as soon talk about Mr. Kane as about anything.
Hello?
Oh, okay.
This is Thompson. Let me talk to the chief, will you? Tomorrow, I'm going over to Philadelphia to the Thatcher Library to see that private diary of his. Yeah, I'll see everybody.
Back when they really committed to an investigative story.
Did you ever say anything about Rosebud?
She never heard of Rosebud.
Under no circumstances are direct quotations from his manuscript to be used by you.
Well, that's all right. I'm just looking for one.
Jennings?
These tracking shots, the camera work in this is not anything like I've seen in movies from, God, pre-1960s.
Be careful, Charles.
I think we shall have to tell him now.
There ain't nothing wrong with Colorado. I don't see why we can't raise our own son just because we come into some money. I don't hold with signing my boy away to any bank as guardian.
I want you to
just
stop
because...
all this nonsense, Jim.
Yeah, that's wild.
Well, let's hope it's all for the best.
It is.
So he doesn't have any idea this is happening to him.
Everything else, the principal as well as all monies earned, is to be administered by the bank in trust for your son, Charles Foster Kane. Don't you think I'd better meet the boy?
I've got his trunk all packed. I've had it packed for a week now.
Is this like a best opportunity situation?
He comes from the east.
Wow.
Hello, Charlie.
Charles, Mr. Thatcher's going to take you on a trip with him tonight. You going, Mom?
Well, no, your mother won't be going right away, Charles, but she'll be... I wish I were a little boy going on a trip like that for the first time.
Why aren't you
With a
coming
stranger?
with us, Mom? We have to stay here, Charles.
You'll probably be the richest man in America someday.
This is weird.
What's that, Charlie? What's that to lay with?
Well, they were right. He hit him with a sled the first time he met him.
What that kid needs is a good thrashing.
That's what you think, is it, Jim?
Yes.
That's why he's going to be brought up where you can't get at him.
Well, that changes things a little bit.
Your 25th birthday, which is now approaching, marks your complete independence from the firm of Thatcher and Company.
World's 6th largest private fortune.
Yes.
Sounds like they kept their end of the deal.
One item on your list intrigues me, the New York Inquirer. I'm coming back to America to take charge. I think it would be fun to run a newspaper. Inquirer wins slum fight.
So is he just going after this guy now?
There's not the slightest proof that this armada's off the Jersey coast.
Mr. Bernstein.
Oh my God.
Girls delightful in Cuba, stop.
There is no war in Cuba. Signed, Wheeler. Any answer?
Yes, dear Wheeler, you provide the prose poems. I'll provide the war.
Okay, yeah, this kicking off the Spanish-American War.
That you are yourself one of the largest individual
Mr. Thatcher.
stockholders in the Public Transit Company.
The trouble is you don't realize you're talking to two people. I sympathize with you. Charles Foster Kane is a scoundrel.
Oh my God.
I am the publisher of the Inquirer, to see to it that decent, hard-working people in this community aren't robbed blind by a pack of money-mad pirates, just because they haven't anybody to look after their interests.
Is he, though?
This Inquirer that's costing you $1 million a year?
I did lose $1 million last year. I expect to lose $1 million this year. You know, Mr. Thatcher, at the rate of $1 million a year, I'll have to close this place in 60 years.
And agrees to abandon all claim
Which means we're bust. All right.
Well, out of cash.
All right, Mr. Bernstein.
Thatcher and Company agrees to pay to Charles Foster Kane as long as he lives.
Allowance.
Okay, so this is shutting it all down at the Depression.
Die richer than I will.
It's a cinch I'll die richer than I was born.
You know, Charles, you never made a single investment.
I always gagged on that silver spoon.
What a complicated guy. We can't be a man of the people and, you know...
If I hadn't been very rich, I might have been a really great man.
Yeah, exactly.
What would you like to have been?
Everything you hate.
You have enjoyed a very rare privilege, young man. Did you find what you were looking for?
No. Well, Mr. Bernstein, we thought maybe if we could find out what he meant by his last words as he was dying.
That Rosebud, huh? Some girl?
That's what I would assume.
Hardly likely, Mr. Bernstein, that Mr. Kane could have met some girl casually and then 50 years later on his deathbed...
Well, you're pretty young. One day back in 1896, I was crossing over to Jersey on the ferry. A white dress she had on. I only saw her for 1 second.
This is good writing.
I'll bet a month hasn't gone by since that I haven't thought of that girl.
I've been through that stuff of Walter Thatcher's, that journal of his.
Thatcher?
He made an awful lot of money.
Well, it's no trick to make a lot of money. All you want is to make a lot of money. You take Mr. Kane. It wasn't money he wanted.
Oh, this is a good reveal.
Mr. Leland was Mr. Kane's closest friend. They went to school together.
Harvard, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Mr. Leland never had a nickel. The first day Mr. Kane took over the Inquirer.
You know, for the time, this must have been a massive budget.
Jedediah, after you, Mr. Kane.
Excuse me, sir, but I...
The cinematography is top-notch here.
I didn't know your plans, so
I don't know my plans myself.
I was unable to make any preparation.
Matter of fact, I haven't got any plans.
No.
Quite an introduction to the team.
Mr. Carter, I'm going to live right here in your office as long as I have to, and Mr. Carter.
We're practically closed for 12 hours.
Excuse me? 12 hours.
Excuse me.
A day?
The news goes on for 24 hours a day.
This is staged well.
There's a front-page story in the Chronicle about a Mrs. Harry Silverstone in Brooklyn who's missing. He's probably murdered. And here's a picture of her in the Chronicle. Why isn't there something about it in the Inquirer?
Because we're running a newspaper.
Joseph, I'm
Not
absolutely...
Okay, yeah, this is where the yellow journalism starts right up front.
If the headline is big enough, it makes the news big enough.
It's not our function to report the gossip of housewives.
This guy's gonna get fired soon.
That's the kind of thing we are going to be interested in from now on.
Might be murdered. The lady doesn't care for nothing. Read all about it.
So it's trash like this that turns the paper around.
3 hours and 50 minutes late, but we did it.
I've got to make the New York Inquirer as important to New York as the gas in that light. Declaration of Principles.
Are there any?
I'll provide the people of this city with a daily paper that will tell all the news honestly.
You're already off to a bad start.
Yes, Mr. Kane?
Here's an editorial, Sally. I want you to run it in a box on the front page.
When you're through with that, I'd like to have it back.
I'd like to keep that particular piece of paper myself.
I really don't know where to come down on Kane right now. A complicated character. Are we going to track the circulation change over time here?
495,000. But Mr. Kane, look who's working for the Chronicle. You know how long it took the Chronicle to get that staff together?
Tonight, 6 years later, I got my candy. All of it. Welcome, gentlemen, to the Inquirer.
We just hired them all away.
It'll make you all happy to learn that our circulation this morning was the greatest in New York, 684,000.
There's a lot of pictures and statues in Europe you haven't bought yet.
You can't blame me, Mr. Bernstein. Mr. Bernstein.
Yes?
You don't expect me to keep any of those promises, do you?
Are we going to declare war on Spain or are we not?
It's all lip service then, isn't it?
Are we going to declare war on Spain or are we not?
The Inquirer already has.
The cinematography feels so much more modern.
For the poor, you may be sure that he'll do all he can.
Yeah, I don't buy any of that. So the idea of being a rich, powerful man selling the idea of being for the little guy is not relatively a new concept.
These men who were with the Chronicle, weren't they just as devoted to the Chronicle policies?
They got work to do, they do it.
We stand for the same things the Chronicle stands for, Bernstein?
Certainly not.
So these guys are just switching loyalties and principles.
Look, he wants to buy the world's biggest diamond.
World's biggest diamond. I didn't know Charlie was collecting diamonds.
He ain't. He's collecting somebody that's collecting diamonds.
So I take it that means he was gone quite a while.
Been away so long, I don't know your routine. Social announcement. I wish you wouldn't treat it any differently than you would any other.
He's getting married.
Can't accept it. No. Goodbye.
Looky out here.
Let's go to the window.
There's a woman in the car.
She's the niece of the President of the United States.
Before he's through, she'll be a president's wife. Emily Norton was no Rosebud.
Yeah.
It didn't end very well, did it?
Mr. Kane was a man who lost almost everything he had. You want to see Jed Leland.
Yeah, absolutely.
But do you think if it hadn't been for that war of Mr. Kane's, we'd have the Panama Canal?
Was that really a spoil of the Spanish-American War? I didn't know that.
I can remember absolutely everything, young man. That's my curse.
By the way, the makeup has been amazing in this movie.
Not that Charlie was ever brutal. He just did brutal things. I suppose he had some private sort of greatness, but he kept it to himself. But he never believed in anything except Charlie Kane. He never had a conviction except Charlie Kane in his life.
That really makes a lot of sense.
You are absolutely sure you haven't got a cigar? Rosebud. Yeah, I saw that in the Inquirer. Well, I never believed anything I saw in the Inquirer.
And he worked for the Inquirer forever.
Well, after the first couple of months, she and Charlie didn't see much of each other except at breakfast.
You're beautiful.
Oh, I can't.
Yes, you are. You're very, very beautiful. I absolutely adore you.
She is lovely.
What time is it?
Sometimes I think I'd prefer a rival of flesh and blood.
Oh, Emily, I don't spend that much time on the newspaper. This whole oil scandal.
He happens to be the president, Charles, not you.
That's a mistake that will be corrected one of these days.
The oil scandal? That's a teapot dome?
Mr. Bernstein is apt to pay a visit to the nursery now and then.
Does he have to?
It's just really well done, these transitions of their relationship. Like a full-on resentment there. God, the camera work is so good in this.
That's why he went into politics. It seems we weren't enough. He wanted all the voters to love him, too.
My God. This is a blueprint for the modern American sociopathic wealthy man.
He just didn't have any to give.
How about his second wife?
Susan Alexander? All she had was a toothache.
What?
Oh, hooray!
Toothache?
Have dirt in your face.
It's not dirt, it's mud.
You want some hot water? I live right here.
All right, thank you very much.
It's interesting. She must just see the money on him.
Excuse me, but my landlady prefers me to keep the store open when I have a gentleman caller.
You know an awful lot of tricks. You're not a professional magician, are you?
No, I'm not a magician.
No? I bet it turns out I've heard your name a million times.
You really like me, though, even though you don't know who I am.
Okay, so there's the appeal right there. She's not a hanger-on because of his fame.
I guess we're both lonely.
I was on my way to the Western Manhattan warehouse in search of my youth. You know, a sort of sentimental journey.
Okay, so he's also going through something right now.
Wanted to be a singer, I guess. I didn't. My mother did.
What happened to the singing?
Keeps cutting her off.
But my voice isn't that kind. It's just...
Would you sing for me?
Oh, you wouldn't want to hear me sing.
Yes, I would. Let's go to the parlor.
So he was vulnerable anyway right now.
Charles Foster Kane, the fighting liberal, the friend of the working man, the next governor of this state.
The downright villainy of boss Jim W. Getty's political machine.
We as voters really are gullible.
Every independent poll shows that I'll be elected.
Yeah, because he gets married like 2 weeks after his divorce.
Is Pop governor yet? Not yet, Junior.
I'd make my promises now if I weren't too busy arranging to keep them.
That's a good line.
My first official act as governor of this state will be to appoint a special district attorney to arrange for the indictment, prosecution of boss Jim W. Geddes.
A politician threatening his political opponents? Who would have thought?
Boy, I thought we were...
I'm sending Junior home in the car, Charles, with Oliver.
So that means the scandal is coming really soon to end this.
What are you doing in the taxi?
There's a call I want you to make with me, Charles.
Where are you going?
I'm going to 185 West 74th Street.
So this is it? Someone told her about another woman?
Come right in, Mr. Kane.
Oh, my God. So he's been here plenty of times. Was it wife, too, that he was, Yeah, okay.
Charlie.
She was the other woman.
I'm Jim Geddes.
Charlie, the things he said to me, he threatened
Geddes.
Serious consequences for Mr. Kane, for yourself, and for your son.
He just wanted to get her to come here and
What does this note mean, Miss?
In case you don't know, Emily, this gentleman...
I'm not a gentleman.
Yeah, yeah, clearly.
Here's the chance I'm willing to give him. More of a chance than he'd give me. Story about him and Miss Alexander, Mrs. Kane.
There isn't any story.
Shut up! I'd rather Mr. Kane withdrew without having to get the story published. Not that I care about him, but I'd be better off.
What about... Charlie said my name would be dragged through the mud.
Can't tell me the voters of this state...
I'm not interested in the voters of this state right now. I'm interested in our son. Are you coming, Charles?
No. I'm staying here.
Oh, my God.
For you and this public thief to take the love of the people of this state away from me? There's only one person in the world to decide what I'm going to do, and that's me.
He's a sociopath.
You licked. Why don't you...
Get out if you want to see me. Have the warden write me a letter. I'm Charles Foster Kane!
Oh, my God.
I'm going to send you to Sing Sing! Sing Sing Geddes!
So he's just going to stay with his mistress?
The church count is still to be heard from. I'm afraid we've got no choice.
This one?
That one. Is there anything...
No thanks, Mr. Bernstein.
Night, Mr. Kane.
That ego really just wrecked him.
Hello, Jedediah. I'm drunk.
Yeah.
I've set back the sacred cause of reform. Is that it?
As long as I can remember, you've talked about giving the people their rights as a reward for services rendered.
Jed.
Remember the working man?
Yeah, this is good.
When your precious underprivileged really get together, that's going to add up to something bigger than your privilege, and I don't know what you'll do.
This is really good writing.
You just want to persuade people that you love them so much that they ought to love you back.
Charlie, I want you to let me work on the Chicago paper.
What?
Well, Charlie, there's nothing left for me to do but ask you to...
All right, you can go to Chicago.
Thank you. I warn you, Jedediah, you're not going to like it in Chicago. The
I like Chicago. This is just a couple weeks later. I like how they have singer in ironic air quotes.
We're going to be a great opera star.
Are you going to sing at the Metropolitan, Mrs. Kane?
We certainly are.
There you go.
No!
And she's just not good enough. God, my God, this all looks so good.
Mr. Leland is writing it from the dramatic angle?
Yeah, and we've covered it from the news end.
Naturally.
Is he going to make his friend put up a good review?
Fine. The music notice on the front page?
Yes, Mr. Kane.
But there's still one notice to come. The dramatic.
Mr. Bernstein, that's Mr. Leland, isn't it?
Yes, Mr. Kane. We're waiting for it.
This is going to get ugly.
Mr. Leland and Mr. Kane, they haven't spoken together for years. Excuse me.
Yeah, someone should get in there and mediate what's going to get really ugly. Oh, he's drunk.
The notice. What's he written?
It's Susan Alexander, a pretty but hopelessly incompetent amateur.
I'm going to finish Mr. Leland's notice.
Oh, this is way over the line.
Where's my notice, Bernstein? I've got to finish my notice.
Mr. Kane is finishing it for you.
Ethics be damned.
Mr. Kane is finishing your review just the way you started it. He's writing a bad notice.
I didn't know we were speaking. Sure we're speaking, Jedediah. You're fired. He thought that by finishing that notice, he could show me he was an honest man. He was always trying to prove something. Candidate Kane found in love nest with, quote, singer, unquote. He was going to take the quotes off the singer, Xanadu. He hadn't finished it when she left him. He never finished it. He never finished anything. You won't forget about those cigars, will you? And,
I mean, she did seem really, really broken up when he died. How do they do the camera through the sign?
You know, maybe I should never have sung for Charlie that first time I met him. But I did an awful lot of singing after that. I tell you, he was really interested in my voice. What do you suppose he built that opera house for? I didn't want it. I didn't want to sing. Everything was his idea. Except my leaving him.
Okay, so she did leave him.
Get the voice out of the throat.
Impossible!
It's not your job to give Mrs. Kane your opinion of her talents.
I will be the laughing stock of the musical world. People will think that
People will think. I run several newspapers between here and San Francisco. It's all right, Tommy.
But how can I persuade you?
You can't.
He's a tyrant.
I thought you'd see it my way.
It's a good lighting setup there. You know, there are other ways to make somebody famous as a singer than opera. It's hard to fake that. Just give her some Depression-era music to sing on the radio.
Perfectly dreadful.
Shreds the whole program. Oh my god. It's painful.
Friend, don't write that kind of review.
Mr. Leland, sir.
Leland?
Jed Leland?
He wanted me to make sure that you got this personally.
Sending him a letter telling him he's fired with a $25,000 check in it. You did send him a check for $25,000, didn't you?
He sent it back, torn up.
What's that?
Oh my god, that is so good.
Declaration of Principles.
What?
Yeah. He got the last laugh on that one.
I'm through! I never wanted to in the first place!
You'll continue with your singing, Susan. I don't propose to have myself made ridiculous.
Why don't you let me alone?
My reasons satisfy me, Susan! You will continue with your singing.
Oh, what a great shot. Her there in his shadow. Oh my god, he's making her tour. And of course, his paper is saying she's great. Is this spliced film? Look at the foreground. Maybe a diopter?
Get Dr. Corey.
Seriously, how did they do that? How's everything in focus?
Can't imagine how Mrs. Kane came to make such a foolish mistake. Guess the strain of preparing for the new operas excited and confused her.
Sorry for the psychological torture.
I couldn't make you see how I felt, Charlie. But I couldn't go through with the singing again. That a whole audience just doesn't want you.
That's when you've got to fight him.
Yeah, that's not who she is.
You won't have to fight him anymore.
Poor lady.
Jigsaw puzzles?
Gee, 11:30. Shows are just getting up. People are going to nightclubs and restaurants. 49,000 acres of nothing but scenery and statues. I'm lonesome.
He dragged her from New York to Florida.
Charlie, I want to go to New York.
A walk-in fireplace.
Our home is here, Susan.
Good way to show the passage of time all the other puzzles.
How do you know you haven't done it before?
Makes a whole lot more sense than collecting statues.
I thought we might have a picnic tomorrow. Invite everybody to spend the
Just
night
a
at
giant
the
empty hole.
Bye, everybody.
Thought we might have a picnic tomorrow, Susan.
God, she is so miserable.
I wonder what it is.
Oh, sure, you give me things, but that don't mean anything to you.
You're in a tent, darling. You want it home.
She's mad at you.
You never really give me anything that belongs to you, that you care about. You just try to buy me into giving you something.
Susan!
Yeah. Surprised she stuck around this long with him.
I'm Charles Foster Kane. Whatever you want, just name it and it's yours. But you gotta love me.
I saw that coming from this creep.
Don't tell me you're sorry.
I'm not sorry.
What was going on outside?
Maria's been packing her since morning.
Tell Arnold I'm ready, Marie. Tell him he can get the bags.
I mean, good for her for sticking out as long as she did.
I won't let you go.
Goodbye, Charlie.
Please don't go.
I think she really tried.
From now on, everything will be exactly the way you want it to be. You can't do this to me.
It's you that this is being done to. It's not me at all. Oh, yes, I can.
Man, she is so much smarter than he gave her credit for. She's a really perceptive person.
Well, if you're smart, you'll get in touch with Raymond. He's the butler. You'll learn a lot from him.
All the same, I feel kind of sorry for Mr. Kane.
Don't you think I do? Come around and tell me the story of your life sometime.
I really like her.
Rosebud, how much is it worth to you? $1,000?
Guess it depends on the publication. Some will pay, some won't.
I know how to handle him. Like the time his wife left him.
Whoa! That was jarring. Cinematography is so good in this. See, he's handling this like an adult. You can kind of get one take on this one. She thinks you're an overbearing tyrant, and then you turn around and prove her right. Is she Rosebud?
Rosebud.
So Susie's Rosebud? Oh my God, what a cool shot.
He just said, Rosebud. Then he dropped the glass ball and it broke on the floor.
We're leaving tonight.
As soon as we're through taking pictures, allow yourself plenty of time.
How much do you think all this is worth, Mr. Thompson?
Millions?
Welcome home, Mr. Kane, from 467 employees of the New York Inquirer.
Oh yeah, good callback.
Hey, look, a jigsaw puzzle.
We got a lot of those.
This is cool, all the old stuff from his life.
What's Rosebud?
That's what he said when he died.
Did you ever find out what it means?
No, I didn't.
What did you find out about him, Jerry?
Not much, really.
If you could have found out what that Rosebud meant, I bet that would have explained everything.
No, I don't think so.
No, it's one word.
Maybe Rosebud was something he couldn't get or something he lost.
I feel like Raiders of the Lost Ark kind of
Come on, everybody.
paid homage to this. So did we not find out what it means? Oh my God. Yeah, definitely Raiders. Or is the answer going to be in the room somewhere? Are these all miniatures? Is that how they do this shot? It's an unhappy collector. Everything and nothing. Oh. This on the sled. Okay. So Rosebud is like the home family, the life he lost. It makes sense, kind of the origin, right? Or a bud, an origin. Colorado, mom, all of it. I mean, that's what he was so bitter about, was being sold off. Devoted his life to that. Cool. That was really cool. First off, what a great character story. What a complicated guy. I mean, it felt more like a character from a play, really, just simply that from the standpoint of, like, that was a really deep, I feel like, psychological dig into a person. For the period where, movies are relatively new, talkies are certainly relatively new, and so there were a lot, it was a lot more popular to see like stock characters. Certainly more marketable to use stock characters, still kind of is. But that was a really, really interesting psychological dive into a pretty familiar guy now, I guess. Maybe it always was. Maybe some of these like stereotypes of rich people who have everything but feel like they have nothing, and it's just their lives are just giant empty holes anyway, and this happiness is such a moving target that they never hit. Maybe that's a trope because it's existed forever. We certainly have those people in our society, right, who look to acquire and acquire and acquire, and it's still, they just clearly are not happy people. I don't think anyone in the world would think Elon Musk or Mark Zuckerberg are happy people, and despite the fact that they have everything, they seem perfectly miserable, and I feel like that's what that guy was. I really like the idea, and God, what a great character Susie was too, in that like the only thing that you have plenty of money and it means nothing to you unless you can get love back, and that's all that really, the only currency that really matters to this guy is love and adoration, and that's returned to him because he lost it so young, when his mother really screwed up and sent him away. What a good movie. She kind of made that early decision in his life, like, we're gonna take love out of his life, but that's okay because we're gonna replace it with financial success, right? We're gonna give him plenty of money, and that'll replace the love that he's losing now, and that will give him a happier, better life, which completely, of course, ended up being the opposite. And I'm like, even like, and everyone else, like, the people that came into his circle that benefited from his largesse, I guess, that got money off of him. I mean, like, look at Susie, look at Emily, look at everybody. No one's really okay after coming into his orbit. I can think of one guy in our world right now where everyone that comes into his orbit, because he's got the glow of money and power, and most of them end up being laughing stocks, many of them in jail, certainly a lot of them thrown under the bus for it. It doesn't work out. I'm not going to say who, but come on, what a great movie that was. That was like a really interesting exploration of like American life, and I think it's even become a more aggrandized version of that, in now that, like, the divide of wealth and the people, and the people that Kane seemed to champion there, is even greater now than it was then. It's greater than any time in history here, which really makes that very resonant. God, what a good movie. I don't know, I thought that this was like, and it may well be more of a movie about Hearst, but I don't know enough about William Randolph Hearst really to know if, other than the fact that he was a pretty shameless, wealthy self-promoter and yellow journalist. I'm not sure how closely any of that kind of mirrored what he was. So maybe it didn't. Maybe it's pretty like light referentially to that. So I could have been wrong about my assumption of that going in. But man, that is a masterpiece of a movie. And by the way, technically the camera work felt so modern. It was a pretty kinetic camera. There were push-ins on scenes that you generally don't see in classic movies. At least the classic movies that I've been watching, right? That I've seen, that there's a lot of still cameras with edits, like multi-camera edit shots, right? That we still do a lot of, 3-camera setups, things like that. But there was a pretty kinetic camera here, which I can't think of another movie from this period. Or even remotely around it, right? Like I said, like pre 60s, where there was such an active camera. It felt really modern, and I do want to know. Maybe the sign was big, but they did it a couple times on the pan in on the roof shot, where the camera went between bars on that sign to look in the skylight. The second time the skylight was broken, which was a nice show of the top passage of time, but I don't know if that was like an extra large sign so that it was supposed to be really an impressive move, but that was an impressive. I'm assuming there were an awful lot of cranes around on this shoot that were just used in a way that I hadn't seen from this period done a whole lot before. Certainly there were, like we've watched a lot of 60s movies and stuff on the channel, and like things like What's Up Doc and everything. There were a lot of really, really cool camera moves, but that seemed newer, and this seemed to kind of predate that. Meaning, I feel like that this is a pretty revolutionary style of filmmaking. Certainly in terms of cinematography, that was really impressive all the way through. I thought the lighting was great. The way the shadow was used on people's faces to kind of highlight their eyes, which I think was used a lot in black and white films. I don't know when or how that was popularized. If this was a kind of a pioneer in that, or if this is just made use of something that existed as a trope. Well, not as a trope, that's not even fair, but as a filming technique to kind of draw attention to a character expression, especially in the eyes at this point. But man, what a good movie. I think that was one that bears rewatching a couple of times, because I think there were a lot of intricacies there that probably get missed on a first watch. But yeah, that felt really modern. That felt like a blueprint for a much, much newer movie. God, that was good. Well, thanks for watching along with me, guys. I have now, for the first time in my life, finally seen Citizen Kane. I will catch you on the next one. Thank you.